Hello and welcome to this video. So, it's October, it's almost November, tomorrow's the 1st of November, and I wanted to read a little bit of romance, mainly because nothing like the movies came out. And I got myself a BookBeat subscription for €1, so that ends tomorrow. Yeah, I'm pretty late. So I have started Hate Mail. This book is about two people who started mailing each other or became pen pals or penemies, they call themselves. And basically they started to mail each other letters. And then they stopped. One of them stopped, the guy. And then she now got new letters from him, and she tries to find him while simultaneously dating this other guy, which I feel like the plot is pretty predictable. But whatever, I'm already 30% and I'm going to finish it. I'm so far not super intrigued. But yeah, I have to clean my room, clean the bathroom right now, so I am going to be my cat to be listening to it now because I only have one day left, and then I will be reading Better Than the Movies, and then I still have a book club book. So yeah. Okay, so I am finished with the book, with Hate Mail, and I actually quite enjoyed it. Usually I don't have that. When I get a weird vibe about a book, I usually don't end up enjoying it, but I would give it 4 stars, maybe? I think so. I don't know if I should spoil you, but maybe I should. Okay, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then head on to this timestamp. But I told you that, how is that possible? I forgot her name. And I just finished the book, not even a minute ago. Naomi, so she wrote letters throughout her whole childhood and throughout her whole life to this guy. And then she's from Oklahoma and she moves to Miami and she meets a guy there, and of course it's the guy who wrote her letters, but she didn't know, of course. And I knew it. I knew it straight away. I didn't think the author would want us to, get attached to this character without him being it. So, yeah, that was a little bit weird, and I've seen, a few reviews on that, where it was he is a stalker, and this is not okay. And it isn't. Isn't, but it's also still a book. And yeah, I don't know, it's weird, but I still liked it. I've read way worse, so yeah, I like the book. And now I don't know, I'm going to be listening to Better Than the Movies on BookBeat either today or tomorrow. I'll probably start today. Yeah, we'll see each other when I start the next book. Okay, so hello, I'm currently in a hotel room in Dublin. And I have finished Better Than the Movies 2 days ago, on Tuesday, on Thursday, I think. And I have started Nothing Like the Movies in the plane, and I gave Better Than the Movies 5 stars again, so just as last time. But yeah, I'm super excited. So I know the premise of Nothing Like the Movies. So a little spoiler right here: they break up in the beginning of Nothing Like the Movies, or actually, we just find out. And basically something tragic happened to Wes, which made him leave UCLA. And now 2 years after, or 1.5 years after we first find out, he's going back to UCLA, and all he wants to do is get back Liz. And I'm so excited because I feel like I am almost at the part where they meet again. So yeah, I'm so happy to be reading it. I think it's going to be super great, and maybe I'll find a love book here in Dublin as well. I'm going to go book shopping. I'm also going to film a little bit of that, and for another vlog probably. But if I find a good romance, I'm gonna let you know. So yeah. Okay, so I think the last time I've updated you was in Dublin, and I have listened to Nothing Like the Movies while I visited the Cliffs of Moher and while I flew home. And if you haven't watched, I have posted a Dublin vlog, and I have found better than the movie. So here's a clip, secondhand for €5. Which I took with me. Where is it? Because it's my all-time favorite book. And yesterday I went to TJ Maxx and I've found a few books there as well, but I didn't buy anything. And I found Nothing Like the Movies in a bookstore. But I also didn't get it, and so I gave the book 4 stars because I feel like I really liked Lynn Painter's style to write. I like YA, and I think that I also like the universe she created and the characters, and revisiting it was great. But should there have been, I don't know the grammar, a sequel? No. I don't think we needed a sequel. I don't think we needed to see, well, I can tell you, they break up, and like before the book starts, and like 2 weeks basically after they came to UCLA. Which is kind of a bummer. I didn't need to know that, you know what I mean? And of course, yes, spoiler, they are back together at the end of the book, because if they wouldn't have, it would have been shit. But I just saw those two characters like, I don't know, like, it was so unnecessary, and they changed so much, and I don't know, it was like the whole purpose of the first book was kind of lost. And yeah, it wasn't, it just made the whole book worse for me, the first one as well, so it's kind of not good. And I feel like, well, I'm pretty sure the first one was meant to be a standalone, and then after it was bought so much and loved so much, the money reigns the world, so she decided to do a sequel, which was not necessary, I think. So I actually wanted to listen, so I still have BookBeat, and I have 8 and something hours left. And I wanted to read Lessons in Faking. That sounded nice. It's from a German author, but I can't because it's 9 something hours. So I'm actually going to be reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I think, because it's short and was very hyped. It's also currently in the Goodreads Choice Awards. So yeah, I'm going to read that next. And then we'll see what else. But that's the plan right now. So like an hour or two ago, and I have some footage from that. And I was listening to Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and I'm now like an hour into the book. I'm not quite sure how I like it. I feel like it's supposed to be a Gilmore Girls inspired story, but I don't know if it's going to be boring, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know yet. Also, I hate it. Today I did cardio, and I don't get. Do you know that TikTok filter where it's like about guys in the restroom where they have to pick where to stand if there are people there? And tell me the fuck why they can actually do that, like if it's in the restroom and next to other guys. But like in the gym, why do guys always pick the treadmill like right next to you? Because I don't want you there. And because like, okay, of course, if everything's full, I don't care, but like you don't have to pick the one right beside me. When everything is free, I can fucking smell you, and you can probably fucking smell me, and I hate it. I don't get it, and that happens all the time. And also in the, like, when I'm in a train at night home and everything is free, but they sit right next to me. Bro, go away. Everything's free. I don't get it. And I don't understand how they can do it if in the restroom when it's next to a guy, but in a fucking train they don't have any human decency and move away from me, and in the gym as well. Oh, I think the people who go to the gym are crazy. And I don't know, I'm not like that, I promise. I go to the gym, but I'm not like that. I hate those people. Oh, fucking hell. Really, like, I really don't get it, but whatever. So, yeah, I still have to listen to the book, and then I'll do that, and then, yeah, I'll tell you if I actually like it or not. So, yeah.
Sandra, Herrgott, lass Matteo deinen Kuchen aufessen. Entschuldige, sie hat sich in ein ordentliches Brautmonster verwandelt. Das ist wirklich sehr lieb von euch.
I am just like getting ready. So yeah. I have also finished the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And honestly, I am finished with my nerves. Oh, I have a hair here. And I think I'm also finished with this vlog. So I don't know what happened. I love reading romance, and I was also just really in the mood to read romance. But I feel like the books kind of did me dirty, which is unfortunate. So what have I read? I've read Hate Mail, which was good. It was okay. But not really like a book that I think about any longer. Which, I mean, romance books usually aren't, but you know, I just wanted to read a good romance. And then the only book that I really liked was Nothing Like the Movie, Better Than the Movies, but I reread that one. Yeah, so I didn't like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, as you can maybe tell. Okay, so I am going to go into the criticism of the book, but I actually don't know what I can really tell you and how I can really review this book. So I pulled up ChatGPT and asked him to give me 5 questions for a quick, short, and fun book review. So I am going to do that. And the first question is, what's the book about? Which I haven't even told you, I guess. It's super hyped, so I know a lot of people know it. By Laurie Gilmore, which I just knew when I read this name that it's like a pen name. Her actual name is different. I don't remember what it is, but Laurie Gilmore, and then she writes this kind of book. Like, you just know she wanted like the Gilmore Girls fans to pick this one up, which, I mean, okay, sure. But let me tell you what the book is about first. So the book is about a girl, Ginny, I think, or Jeannie, and she she gets the cafe, the pumpkin spice cafe. She, well, not inherits it, but she like gets it as a gift after her aunt retires, and she moves into this like small town where everybody knows everybody. You know, I think it should give off like Gilmore Girls vibes, because they also have like town meetings and everybody's very nosy. And yeah, and there she meets, literally probably in the first sentence of the book, which I am for. I like if we get introduced to the love interest right away. But like, she meets Logan, and the whole town is so protective of him. You know, you remember that scene where Lorelai tells Dean off and says like, if you hurt her, the whole town will hate you, like to a literal 16-year-old, which slay, I guess. But whatever. So they protect him because he had a failed what do you call it, like engagement. Well, he engaged to somebody, and she said, no, I'm not staying in the town, I'm going to go to the big city. And since Jeannie comes from the big city, he is very much like, I can't fall in love with her, but he falls in love with her like the second he sees her. Yeah, that's basically the plot. There is no plot, really. Like, there is also like a little bit of, she's scared because she thinks there's a ghost in the cafe, and she lives also like upstairs, I think. Really, I zoned out during a lot of it, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't know. But yeah, that's the plot, I guess, if we can even call this a plot. Who's your favorite character or quote? Nobody. I think maybe my favorite character is her brother. I don't know. She just, you know, they call each other sometimes. I don't even know anything about the brother, to be honest. I need to get powder. Wait. The next question would be, what's one thing you loved and one thing you didn't about the book? Okay. What's one thing that I loved? Maybe we start with the didn't. I don't know. It just feels like a Hallmark Christmas movie. You know, those movies where somebody is like, I don't even know where Jeannie is from, to be honest, but like, it feels like, you know, those movies where it's like, she comes from Manhattan and she has this great job, but then she gets fired or something. I think Jeannie's boss died. So, like, you know, something happens, and then they have to go to this town where they win this farm, and then they meet this guy who helps them out, which Logan does as well in the book. He builds stuff and does like electronics for them and whatever. It's just that vibe. And don't get me wrong, I love a Christmas Hallmark movie every once in a while on Christmas. But yeah, I don't need it as a book, because they are usually a little bit shit. To be quite honest, I think you agree with me, right? And then I don't need this in a book. And then also, what I didn't like is I really didn't like the spice, and I read spicy books, but I didn't need it in this book. And also, why do we get in the last hour a million spicy scenes? It's just, I couldn't care less. I didn't like any of them. I think Logan should get therapy, which a thing that I liked about the book. He in the end, in the epilogue, they say that he gets therapy, which is great, right? I don't think that the characters fit together. I guess maybe the setting is enjoyable if done right, which, as I said, I didn't really like it, but it was okay. The setting was okay. So that's maybe a thing that I liked, and yeah, a lot of things that I didn't like. So yeah, let's just move on. Did it live up to the hype or your expectations? No and no. So to be honest, it's so super hyped, and I think Laurie Gilmore has written a million books by now. They all look the same. It's like the Christmas tree, whatever shop or something. And go off, girl, get your bag, I guess. But who's... I mean, I don't want to judge, because there are probably people who like it. I mean, it's not like the worst book I've ever read. But it's just not enjoyable for me. Everything like moves so fast, and they're like, after a month, I love you so much, I can't live without you, whatever. And the problems they have are like, just, you know, could be solved through therapy. And then also, I don't know. And it's so cliche, but whatever. If you like it, read it. I am the last person to judge you. But yeah, they are so overhyped, in my opinion. And I kind of knew that it wouldn't be my favorite book or my favorite romance or even like in the top 10. But I thought it would be like a solid 3, I guess. I thought like, oh, maybe the vibes are going to be good. It's a fall book. I love fall. It's my favorite season and all that stuff. But yeah, it didn't even live up to that. I think I'm going to give the book 2 stars. Which, yeah. Would you recommend this book? No. And who's the ideal reader for this book? I don't even know. Maybe like if you like cutesy romance if you like insta love with a lot of not mental problems, it sounds so bad, but like with like the characters being chaotic and kind of, yeah, like that. If you would love to read a Hallmark movie in a book, that's the right audience. That's it. If you love those Christmas movies with Lindsay Lohan and this one girl who is in all of them, if you know, you know. But yeah, if you would really, really want to read a book like that with every fucking detail because it's a book, pick it up. That's the perfect audience for it. So yeah, and I think I'm going to finish this video here because I really don't want to read anything anymore, like any romance that is like that. Yeah. So I am going to stop. I think I didn't get my, I wanted to do this video because I was like, I need to feel alive again, because sometimes romance, I need like to read a good romance, but I think this video, it wasn't a good idea, and it just made me feel worse because all the books I read weren't up my alley, I guess. Well, better than movies was, but even like nothing like the movies. I was so excited for it, and then it turned out to just make the whole series worse for me. So whatever, that's it for the video. If you still liked it, please let me know by liking this video and subscribing to me to see more, maybe like better vlogs, and also let me know what you think about the books that I've read, and give me some good romance recommendations down in the comments below. So we'll see us next time. Bye bye.